What's up, man?
What's up, man? What's going on,
Yo.
baby? Yo, I gotta fix these lights in here, man.
Hey, man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Good to see you, bro.
Oh my goodness, this is my brother.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Yo, hold on one second. Let me fix this light back here so you can see me better.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
That's a lot better, right?
Yeah, definitely. You threw me for the shock of my life. I have your number as another comic.
Oh, how could you do that to me? You don't love me, Antifa. You don't love me.
Oh my God. Oh my God. How
Everything
you
good with you, baby?
Huh?
Is everything good with you?
Everything good with me, man. I'm just getting over the shock. Like, oh my God, my brother. I was like, because I try to set up everything according to like, who I'm talking to, and I'm like,
right.
You threw me for a loop, my brother. I threw me for a loop. No, but hey, welcome to be my guest in quarantine.
Oh.
You heard the game. You heard the game. You heard the game.
Yeah, man. I saw the joint you did with Byron, man. That was a real good interview, bro.
Oh, thank you so much. It was, it was an honor because that was my first owner, and I'm like, I didn't know what to ask these guys.
Nah, but you asked all the right questions, man. I did radio for 37 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. So
big ups to you. Wow.
And like I'm like retired now, for real.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, retired from that, I should say. Because I was, my plan was the first of this year was to start hitting the road with this comedy and go hard with it, but this COVID set in, which turned out to be pretty good because it made me have to rest.
There you go, right? Negative to positive, right? Negative to positive. So.
Hey, you couldn't do nothing about it anyway.
Yeah, that's true. But otherwise, how you been holding up, man? You look good, brother. You look good. I miss seeing the man with the suits walking in there, like, yeah, I'm here to do comedy, like comedy pimping, like, yeah, where's the stage at? You know what it is.
Yo, it's so funny, man. I went and bought a whole bunch of new suits and realized I had no job to go to.
Oh. Hey.
They're still hanging up in the bag. I didn't even get a fix yet.
Oh no!
I picked up 20 pounds, so it was like I gotta lose weight to get them into them again. Anyway.
Yeah, you get it, man. Don't throw them away yet. You know what I mean?
No, I ain't gonna throw them away because they too pretty.
Ah, there you go. you stick it to your style. That pretty, pretty big man swag that I'm like, yo, that's what's up right there. I'm like,
yo, I ordered 3 more of my little custom shirts that I wear.
Uh-huh.
When I was waiting for you, I said, yo, Tito better hurry up before I go broke.
Yo, that's the real thing. I know the timing. That's why I'm like, let me get him in there because
Yeah, because
I woke him up. I gotta make this happen.
I'm about to burn up my MasterCard over here. I said, yo.
You been doing a lot of online shopping and stuff? That's what's going on?
Yeah, man. It's like, look, what can you do, man? It's like, yo, the COVID sales is the truth, though.
Yeah, what you got into?
Yo, man, it's like I must have bought 20 pairs of sneakers.
Oh, wow. It ain't running nowhere.
It ain't running nowhere, man. Go from one part of the house to the other and take them off and put my house back on.
Wait, hey. You look good doing it though, man. That's
as long as you look good, brother.
Yeah, there you go. That's
the main thing. You're looking good.
You're looking good, man. You're looking good. Gotta look good for the ladies, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. You looking good too, Tino, man. Good to see you, brother.
Oh, man. Thank you.
Glad
you're
holding up in all this, man. This is a good thing you're doing, man.
Oh, thank you so much.
Giving the community time to speak their mind,
Yeah, it's that simple. It's that simple. Just kind of like, what's going on? How's it been? It's been months. Haven't seen you guys. You know what I mean? What you gonna get into? And And you know, I love talking. You know, I mean, I love talking to people, and like this is This is easy. That's why but now the compliment that you gave me, it means like quadruple more. I'm just like, thank you, my brother. Yeah. But I'm like, this is what you used to do. It's like, what 37 years. I'm like, I'm still stuck on that. I'm like, that anything you do for 37 years, you're good at it, and you have love for it. What did you do?
Because like it's funny. Like I actually made a living on radio. Of the 37 years, I'm going to say I'm looking at 27 of those years. That's what I did for a living.
Wow.
The other part of it was I was doing it for free because I loved it.
There you go.
You know, and then like, you know, after it was all said and done, I realized the one thing in life, man, that you do for free is the thing you should do for a living.
Wow, that's
because you never go to work. Every day is fun, even with the challenges. Every day you enjoy it because you enjoy the process. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Yeah. Does that mean you're broke?
No, I ain't broke. I just told you I was shopping. You can't go shopping.
Oh man, what's going on? You got your stimulus? What's going on? Come on. Last time I saw you, I left you broke. What's going on? What happened?
Let's just say the investment came through.
All right, we'll discuss this in person, but I'm glad you're doing well, man. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad you got a smile. I'm glad like people at our age group survived this because you know it was a point where like they were like the odds were against us. You know what I mean? Depending on the news.
I lost about 10 people that I knew to the virus, including family members.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, brother.
Yeah, man. It's like, and I'm watching these guys drop one by one. It's like, you know, you see somebody, and then they're not there no more, and it's like, wow, you know, this thing is. And then you see the people calling it a hoax. Yeah. And then you see 120,000 people are dead right now. It's like that's not a hoax. I'm sorry, man. That's not a hoax. That's real. That's if you think about 120 people, if you average it out. There's probably at least 5 people attached to each person at least. So you got almost 1 million people grieving over those lost lives for the most part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you're gonna call that a hoax? I think that's just so disrespectful.
Right. No, definitely. You speaking from experience, you definitely let them know. No, it's not a hoax. It's not a joke. This was real life, and people died. And my condolences to everyone that was affected, you know, by this, man. Wow, brother. So man. On the lighter note, man, I don't want to take you down that.
I was about to say that, man. We need to lighten this up, man. Like, let's put on a Bugs Bunny cartoon so we can laugh for a minute.
I know. It's just, you know, you tend to discuss what you've been up to in your life and stuff like that. Right. Yeah, but otherwise than that, man, what else is going on, man? How like you have any projects coming up?
Yeah, you know what I had started doing. You plan and God, God laughs. Mm-hmm. Just to tell you what was going on the past. Particularly 2 years of my life, I had been taking care of my aunt and my uncle. And subsequently they both passed away 4 months apart.
Oh, wow.
So, and, in my mind, I was like, okay, that's why I was here in New York. Thank God that my uncle passed we had his funeral right before they shut the city down.
Oh, okay.
So, he was up in age, God bless him. He was almost 85, gangster to the end. He was real independent, you know what I mean? And my auntie, she was sitting there doing what she liked to do, watching TV, eating snacks, and went to sleep and just didn't wake up. So it wasn't like it was anything more, but she had just bought a new car,
Wow.
So like, they were really cool people, man. It's like, she said, drive me to get a new car. And she got the car. She said, I called her one day, you need me to pick up nothing? No, I got my car. I don't need you no more. Bye.
Wow. Just like a woman, right? Just like a woman.
Hey, man, but but that was kind of like the thing that consumed most of my time.
Right.
Which is kind of, I don't know if you like really was paying that much. Like you really didn't see me that much in the past couple of years or so.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't really like before. It wasn't like before, but
that was the reason why. I just didn't talk about it. You know what I mean? But you know,
okay.
and then I was still trying to work. You know, and
Right.
you know, I wasn't on the radio anymore, so I started selling insurance. Never worked for New York Life.
Oh no!
That was grief. You know.
Oh
anyway.
no!
But I went to do that so I supposedly have some free time to be able to take care of them. You know what I mean? It's like, please. All I did was get high blood pressure.
Oh wow, yeah. No, I'm glad you're out of there. I'm glad you're out of there, buddy.
Yeah, okay. You know, it's like the minute I went out of there, my blood pressure went down.
Wow. See, health first.
Yeah, you know, it is what it is. You know, but anyway, I mean, like, hey, it works for some people. You need life insurance, though. But I mean,
yeah, no, definitely,
It's not my calling in life to sell it to you. So, but
hey, man, we all find our callings, and you know, figure it out that that's not it. It's a great service, you know. It's a great service, but just you know.
Oh yeah, you really need it. I mean, you really should have it. It's okay, but that's for somebody else to do.
Yeah.
I'm a song and dance man. You know what I'm
saying? So selling life insurance was killing you.
Yeah, ironically so. You know. No, but what you know, when that chapter of my life was over, I was like, you know what? I'm freed up now. I can actually go after what I want to do now.
There you go.
And so my plan was to, you know, because for the first time in my life, I had all the time I needed and 50 cents over lunch money. I said, well, I could go here, I can go there. You know, so it's going to be like an extended road trip. When I go see somebody, like go visit family or whatever, I'll just stick around in that town for about a week and go do as much as I can comedy-wise there and see how that works out. You know what I mean? And then the pandemic hit. So, but in the midst of all that, so what I started doing, I have a good friend of mine who does voiceover work for a living. So we've been, you know, he called me and put me on a couple of projects to write some funny commercials for different products. So I've been writing, you know, so.
Excellent.
Yeah. So, you know, we got, I can't talk about them yet, but we got some funny crap coming along the line. Once we get over this hump, man, you know. Yeah. And everybody can pick up doing production again. It's going to be pretty cool, man.
Oh, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Well, glad to hear for giving us I look forward to, and you know, just you want to give me information. Now that we're giving information out, can you give the information how they can get in contact with you and send you word? Yeah. The ladies, you never know, man. You got to give that information, put that information out. You know, hey.
So you can you know, I'm old school, man. It's like, you know, I'm almost 60, Tino.
Wow.
Real great, talk, man. I'm like tripping, man. I'm like I just turned 56, so I'm over the hump, man.
Oh, wow.
I'm going faster than the speed limit.
Bing, there you go. We call that one a keeper in the business, buddy. You know that, right?
Yeah, but I'll give the information. All right, phone number 718
ladies
718-613-9299. And I think my Instagram is at Darren, you know, Instagram, Darren Greggs, you know. Yeah. I'm Darren Greggs on Facebook, you know.
The older people always do the like, you know, I'm there, just somewhere.
I'm just there, just Google. And my email is dgreggs777@Yahoo. I'm like the only one that still got Yahoo account.
Yeah. Actually, that's why I was like, I'm like, the computer went like, what? What are you doing? What?
Yahoo?
Yeah, Yahoo. Exactly. So definitely, I'm glad, you know, you got to keep up with the Joneses, unfortunately, man. You know, dudes like us, you know, in our 50s, trying to hang on to dear comedy and artistic life, you know what I'm saying? You just got to like.
Yeah, but you know, it's been kind of cool, you know, like, since I've been like mentally freed up now, you know, because now I'm just to take care of me, you know. You know, shout out to my son, my youngest. He's going to be 30 years old on Wednesday.
Wow.
On Thursday, 30, man. It's like, wow. So I have no babies, man. It's like, so I'm, and like being freed up, you find stuff to write about all of a sudden because you're not bad at nothing.
Right. Yeah. Well, there you go. There you go. You come to a happy place in your life.
So it's funny. I wrote like about a new hour,
wow.
of stand up. And I was sitting and I'm looking at you like you look at your notes. It's like I done wrote 4 hours worth of stuff, and the only time I've only done no more than 30 minutes of it. So there was jokes I wrote that I never got around to doing, and then I write a new hour, but but that's part of the game. You keep writing, man.
Yeah, that's it. It's a never-ending process. We can't shut our minds down. You know what I mean? We unfortunately, I saw that, and you just kind of like,
But we know what's funny. Like during the beginning of the pandemic, I was watching comics, and it's like, don't get me wrong. The comedy community been in my prayers, man. Mm-hmm. Seriously, because a lot of us eat from those jokes.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And it's no joke when your business is shut down. Mm-hmm. You still got to pay your rent. You still got to eat. You know what I mean? And you still got your responsibilities. And it's no joke, man. And I just really think that this was God's way of having us to slow down a minute. Slow down. Take a breath. You know what I'm saying? Calm down. Woosah, all that, how you want to put it. Clear your head.
So namaste, whatever, right?
Yeah, namaste. I was like, so you going on? I said, namaste.
Hey, it's documented. These are goodies. So there you go. It's documented.
Namaste, right here. I'm not going out into the COVID. I'm not doing it. So,
congratulations on the hour, though, man. Wow, that's. I'm not surprised because I've seen you eat like 20 minutes off a hosting spot, and you still had more throughout the show. So
God is good, man. That's
yeah.
But what this did, man, at this time, man, I've been using it to clear my head. I handle as much business as I can handle. You know what I'm saying? With everything being pretty shut down.
Yeah.
But it gave me a chance to write, and the one thing it also did. We should have taken this time really to get to know ourselves again, because we be on the grind so much, you lose yourself in the grind. Woo. And I had to get to know me, get to know my lady. You see, you walk around your house and say, when did I get that?
I know. Oh, it's like that. Wait a minute, you just spent COVID alone?
No, well. I live alone for the most part, you know what I'm saying? But I have a lady, but it's like we don't live together, so it's not like but it's like it was funny because I got I was walking around the house and I'm like, I think I'm gonna fix that right there, then I go sit down and look at it, so I can fix it up.
I'm retired.
Yeah, man. And the thing is, a shit called tired re, because I was more tired than retired, man. It's like. So seriously, like once everything the dust settled after my uncle passed, I slept for a whole week, man. It's like I didn't realize how tired I was. Mm-hmm. Then I took another week. It's like, okay, you feel stupid because you get your routine, and your routine is interrupted, and you really have nowhere to go. Mm. And then nobody could go anywhere if they wanted to. So, that's why I took that time to do some looking inside myself and
soul searching,
and then started writing these jokes. So
there you go.
It's good.
I can't wait to see them because I love my brother when he goes up there and just gives them the big man perspective on life and the kids, and it's beautiful to watch, man. I tell you that, man.
You, brother.
Like, there was one show that I'm like, it was the dashiki on, and I'm like, I felt it felt very tribal, like, yeah.
I remember that. It's like I came into the drum music with the lady, and the girl had the roses and put the roses.
Yes. That was amazing.
Yeah, that was fun, man.
Yeah, that was one for the books. It stayed in my heart, and I'm like, when moments you're like, oh, this is what it is, and it's funny, and I'm never gonna forget it. And
something was funny about that, because it's amazing. Like I would always record it, one way or the other. Mm-hmm. And I never watched that one back.
You never watched it back?
Until I was cleaning out the files on my computer, and I was like, oh, what is this? And I went and looked at it. I said, "Oh snap!" And I was like, "We just playing." I was doing something else, and I caught myself. I said, "Yo, that was a pretty good show." I was like, I found myself because I wasn't looking at it; it was just on.
Right.
And there was a couple of times, like within the first 5 or 10 minutes, I stopped and found myself really laughing at something that I said. And I said, "You know what?" I said, that was a good show. Down here, because like by the time, especially when you're producing your own show, it's like you're running around during the whole time putting out brush fires, and then you got to go perform. So my mind wasn't even on the show. I just knew what I was going to do. So I didn't even really enjoy doing it. I mean, it sounded like it, but I just remember that night there was a lot of crap going on.
Yeah, but that's the thing about comedy. Once you get on that stage, it's like, okay, here's this hat. My favorite hat. Here we go. Let's do this. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
Yeah, I commend you because I know how hard that could be. The fuckery of the beginning of the show, where like, oh God, I gotta do this though. But it's the nature of the beast, unfortunately. You know what I mean?
Yeah. One of the things that I'm grateful for now, man, more than anything else, and for the first time in my life, I actually got a team now. So, I have a good business partner. Hasib McNeely, that's my business partner, and Victor Tuck, another partner. And it's like the moving forward, it's like you can't do everything alone. You know what I mean? And so you got to have people that's in your corner that's going to look after you, and so that you can really free your mind to do certain things, and it's always like, 4 eyes are better than 2 brains are better than 1. And so there's areas that I know that I'm real good at that my partner isn't, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So, we rely on each other to do certain things. And, and I can't, lady, when you got a lady in your corner, man, it's like, that's like the next, that just like puts the cherry on top of the whipped cream, on top of the pie, on top of the cake.
Yeah, man, you made me hungry. I always got the munchies. I'm like, yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, I said all that, and I was like, okay, I'm glad I don't keep too much of that stuff in the house.
Just the lady.
Yo, man, if I'd have said this was some collard greens and some cornbread on top of the Maxim, on top of the spare ribs, on top of the fried chicken, then I'd be like, King, hold, let me go make a plate.
I know.
That's why I use dessert, I have dessert around.
This interview would have been a wrap.
Be like, I'm going to highlight you later.
Yeah, I know. Hey, I won't take it personal because I already got everything that I wanted out of the Zoom interview. I really appreciate you.
It's an honor though, man. Like, all seriousness, Tino, man, I'm really honored, man, that you took time to include me in this, man. It's like it means a lot to me. You know what I mean? It really does, because, just to see somebody doing their thing and then they make space for you to be a part of it, man. I really hold that to be, close to my heart, seriously.
Oh man, fuck, man.
And I
almost made it without crying on the show, man.
No, but seriously, bro, it's like, my prayer for you, man, is that this or whatever else you put your hands to prosper, man, because, it's like, there's, me, I love God, man, and one of the things in the Bible said, don't despise humble beginnings, because, it's the humble beginnings, the beginning part, where you start off at the bottom, where you're doing something out of the love, or, or even like, okay, I got to figure out something, and you get this small idea that some people may look at it and say, yo, you're wasting your time doing this, but that there's something there. That's the thing that becomes yours, and that's the thing that when it's yours, you begin to nurture it, and you watch it grow, and you protect it. And that's, just like when you plant a garden, you got to take the weeds out, you got to keep the bugs off it, the stray cats eating your tomatoes, you got to do all that stuff. Yeah. But then when it comes time for your harvest, you got more than enough, and you're able to give it away, because it's so much that you can't even use. And I pray that you have more than you can ever use, that you can be a blessing even more to people around you. Because I believe that when you have a much in your hand, you're going to make sure everybody around you is good, man. So
you better believe that, brother. You better believe that. And you're one of those too. Just know that. If I never told you that, all right? I appreciate being on the grind with you, and just thank you for those words. Thank you for believing. Thank you for, that pretty much sums it up. I can't add anything to it. You know what I mean? I'm emotional, unfortunately.
When all this is over though, dog, we gotta go and we gotta hit the road a little bit, man. Go tell these jokes, man.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm on my last legs.
Oh man, don't worry about being on your last legs, man. Just attach some wheels and get the rolling, baby. That's all.
Like God said, there's the will, there's the way.
Yeah, but it's like I can't wait to share the stage with you again, man. You are hilarious, man.
Oh, thank you, man, and vice versa, man. You know we see each other.
I got my favorite jokes of yours too, man. Believe me, it's like you got a chuckle or two in you, man. So
oh man, I appreciate it, man. It's just you know when we watch each other, whatever we know, like hey, here comes that one. I love Jamaica. I love your Jamaica. I love you take us. You know what I mean? And like I said, all the big boy swag is just like, it's the world to me. You know what I mean? Coming from,
man, thank you, brother.
Coming from it's like the big boys club. Like, yeah, what people? Yeah, we here. We up here on this stage.
Yeah, you can't get it unless you wear a 3X. And here's the thing, man. Like the big boy uniform, there's a few things that goes along with it.
Exactly. Let them know.
You gotta wear a 3X. You gotta smoke these things right here.
All right, there you go. Oh man.
You gotta smoke these, not the kind you roll blunts in with the ones that you really smoke.
All right. Oh man, this is too good. Hold on a second. Let me just find a little outro music for my brother. But brother, man, have a great rest of the weekend. Just
you too, baby.
Keep staying positive. Wow, I'm actually wiping some tears because that last thing you said just kind of like sums up everything about what I stand for, my beliefs, what I invest in, and right. And I hope the same for you, my brother. All right, because
thank you, man.
I know where your heart is at, and congrats, and just good luck to you and the team, and and we'll see you. I'll see you on the stage, man.
Yo, absolutely, man. For real, Tito, we're gonna get together, do some things once all the drama's over, man.
There you go.
So for real, man, we're gonna put together some things, man. We're gonna make it happen.
Definitely. My brother, Darren Greggs. Much love, man.
All right, baby.
Have a good one, brother. I'll see you soon, all right?
All right.
All right, brother. Peace out.
Peace.